Hey guys, how's it going? I'm making this video to expose Charles Spurgeon. If you guys have been enjoying the videos, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. God bless. Alright, so first off, Charles Spurgeon is highly esteemed among men, and many Christians idolize him and call him a great man of God. Luke 16:15 reads, "And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God." Luke 6:26 reads, "Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets." Charles Spurgeon was a Calvinist. Calvinists believed that God chose some people to be saved, but most people he chose to damn to hell, with no hope of being saved. Calvinists don't believe John 3:16, where Jesus said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." They believe that only a few people are able to believe, and God has to force you to believe, and most people God has already chosen to be damned. This is a false gospel. The truth is anybody can believe and be saved. Predestination in the Bible is that God has total foreknowledge, so he already knows who will believe. Anybody who believes is part of the elect. Another thing Calvinists believe is perseverance of the saints. They teach that if you are saved, you will have good works as evidence, and if you don't have the works, it proves you're not saved. Calvinists say, if you don't have works, you're not saved. This adds works to the gospel and makes it a requirement to be saved, and that's why Calvinism is works salvation. Let's read. "Not that our salvation should be the effect of our work, but our work should be the evidence of our salvation." You see how he's still saying that you need works as evidence. In Matthew 7:21-23, the people who Jesus Christ told to depart from him were people who had evidence as works. They cast out devils, they preach, they did many mighty works, and they were cast into hell, because that was their evidence of their salvation. This is another quote. "I have my own opinion that there is no such thing as preaching Christ and him crucified, unless we preach what nowadays is called Calvinism. It is a nickname to call Calvinism. Calvinism is the gospel and nothing else." You see, Charles Spurgeon was a hardcore Calvinist, and that makes him a hardcore works salvationist, because Calvinists teach works salvation. Another quote, "Calvinism did not spring from Calvin. We believe that it sprang from the great founder of all truth." Damnable heresy. To deny Calvinism is to deny the gospel of Jesus Christ. This man was an abomination. It is no novelty then that I am preaching no new doctrine. I love to proclaim these strong old doctrines that are called by nickname Calvinism, but which are surely and verily the revealed truth of God as it is in Jesus Christ. So, these people, Calvinists, are believing a lie. They believe that you need works to be saved as evidence that you're saved, and that's works salvation. They love to use Matthew chapter 7, "Ye shall know them by their fruits," because they take it out of context. That verse, Jesus was talking about false prophets. Their fruits are their teachings. That's the true meaning of that verse. The true gospel is that whoever believes in Jesus will be saved. It's his life, death, burial, and resurrection that saves us. What we do, our works, has nothing to do with salvation. Calvinism is a subtle lie of the devil. Nowadays, most professing Christians believe you need works as evidence to be saved. Works salvation is the broad road to hell. Anybody who has done a lot of research on the truth of the world knows what this sign means. I can't talk about that kind of thing on this channel, but I'll leave a link to a Facebook page, Charles Spurgeon Uncensored, in the pinned comment. This page talks a lot more about his occultism. Here's another one with his son. And here's another portrait that he had made of him. Charles Spurgeon was a goat. He believed in Calvinism, which is subtle work salvation and a false accursed gospel. He is loved by the world to this day, as false prophets are. God bless you guys. Have a good one.